Hello YouTube, this is Welsh. Don't forget to subscribe, the link's in the bottom in the description. Videos will be linked into this video as well. Don't forget to check out all my latest videos. There's more videos coming up. I'm hoping to upload a video each day until my channel starts hitting big views. Once it does, I will be scheduling videos each week, but there'll be better production quality. At the moment I'm only working with my phone, but I'm hoping to buy a new camera. I've got new content coming out soon. This is in relevance. This is in relevance to my last video, PC idea, old versus new. Now, in the last 10 years, since I've been here, obviously, right, the last 10 years, I've only ever had 3 cases. One was this old off-brand case, which, if you've been watching my PC video through the years, will show the first ever case I had was a non-basic metal, well, aluminium case. That was it. All the way up to what I've got now, which is an enthoo luxe pro, a phanteks enthoo luxe, which is the white edition. But the case I had before that was the coolermaster X. Now, as in expandability, this case at its release, I believe in 2008 it was released, either 2008 or 2009. This case was the only one on the market that could actually fit E80X motherboards. That means it's like about 1/4 of an inch, maybe 1/2 inch long on the width. Some E80X motherboards do come in with length and the width, but majority they come out with just an extra about 1/2 inch it is toward on the width. Now I'm going to show you the case I used to have. This is very old. I've used it for years. I purchased this in 2011 from Novatech in the UK. As in, my idea for the reason why I upgraded from this to the phanteks was because of the aesthetics. I will show you in the video. Just keep watching. It's going to be a long one. Just keep watching. Right, I'll show you the case. Maybe you'll understand why, because of the sheer size on this. Just watch on. Now, as you can see, look at the size on that. Now, this was one of the biggest cases when it was released. Now, this has 6 quarter bays. It has a fan filter at the front, which is there. But the only downfall with this case was not the cooling. It was, believe it or not, the size. Now, the only reason I have gone from this to the phanteks enthoo luxe is because of the size. Now, this is classed as a full tower case, but it had support to every single motherboard. Now, my case is classed as a midi to full tower because it doesn't support so much. Now, I'm going to show you the expandability on this case. Then I'm going to show you my personal computer, which you will see. But the big differences are quality as well as aesthetics, as well as sheer size. Now, as you can see, the size on this case, now, I know it's very dusty. It's been in my box room for the last 3 years, something like that. As you can see, now, it's got these drive bays here. These weren't removable. Now, in some cases, if you pack them up with a lot of hard drives, it's going to cause airflow. Now, at that time, it was the biggest fan you could get. I think it was a 230mm fan on the front, 200mm on the side, and then it was a 140 on the rear, and then two 220 fans at the top. Now, as you can see with my personal PC, it's a lot smaller, and it's got actual RGB in the front. It's actually got better ventilation. Now, this right here by there is the drive bay. There's my graphics card. Drive bays are there. Now, the drive bays are actually removable. I removed them all for airflow. Now, this only holds up to an ATX motherboard, and that's it. But majority of people these days don't even use eATX unless they're using motherboard grade stuff. As you can see, cooling in this case is a lot better as well. Well, not as good as the Half X, because the Half X was known for its cooling, but size and aesthetics. Now, as you saw with the Half X, it's all black. Now, black is popular sometimes, but then after a while it goes out of fashion. Now, this case, white. This is the only reason I went there. White outside, white inside. It's got SSD brackets at the back, 2 of them, which came with the carriers as well. It's got brilliant cable management holes, which the Half X did, but over the years the grommets on the actual holes to do the cable management were breaking. Now on this, where you get phanteks, their quality is absolutely perfect. As you can see, it's ATX motherboard. It's got 16 gigs of Corsair RAM. It's got a 1070 GTX 1070 Strix Edition. It's got a 1000 watt HXI Corsair power supply. It's got a Corsair cooler. It's got a Samsung 512 gig NVMe SSD. It's an actual ASRock Extreme 4 Z370 motherboard from ASRock. Brilliant motherboard. Best. It was within my budget at the time, but I didn't regret it. It's got a terabyte hard drive for storage and backup, and then I've got another 500 gig SSD, which is a Samsung as well. That is for just mainly game storage for my Steam files, Uplay, World Warships, GTA. They're all on that one. So yeah, I hope you liked the video. Let me